Welcome back everyone to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So in the last episode we did Juniper's Ascension quest, which unlocked a bunch of new stuff for Colony Tau. So we just have quite a bit of information to listen to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and listen over here to Carson. That water down at the spring of Rhonnar really does make you feel like a new person. You have got to try it. There's another natural spa, it seems. And that gives us strength, giving water.
Serious.
Alright, now let's go ahead and discuss this information. So this episode is going to be side quest focused once again, but the next episode will focus on someone's side story. Alright, but let's go ahead. Strength, giving water. So there's supposed to be this spring, because water makes you stronger. Yeah, I heard about that too. Just from drinking it? Wow, that's a dream.
Man, yeah, I'd love a bit of that.
Nopon have story that eating red pollen orb make you strong. Probably same kind of story. I love that little reference that they have for Xenoblade 1 of the red pollen orb. If anyone did some of the side quests in Xenoblade 1, there was a side quest involving a red pollen orb, and it was it is a quest that is very much ingrained in my memory for some reason. I'd love to find that spring. It's a lot of bullocks. If something like that really exists, why haven't other colonies heard of it? I've got to say, I have no knowledge of this either. Oh no, if the nerd doesn't know, then it's just a legend. Then why don't we investigate it? I mean, if we look into it and find that there really is water that makes you stronger, it's win-win, right? True, but this wouldn't be the first spurious legend to grace this colony. If this is a malicious custom that started in Colony Tau, we should debunk it now. As you wish. The spring of Rhonnar is the place. Alright, and this quest does require Juniper, so make sure you have her in the party. Okay, so I went ahead and fast traveled to the old cliffside way, and we're gonna go ahead and talk to Nutka, who is here for some reason. Oh my god, Lance and Senna. What are you doing here? They're looking for the spring. What about you, Nutka? I was thinking of putting all the knowledge I got from Colony Iota about rocks and water and rocks to use. I think perhaps that drinking this water isn't something gonna turn you into a better soldier.
May, this stuff is so good.
So good. You guys are weird. This just looks like dirty water. It's just water. How can it be? Oh, it does taste nice. Oh, maybe I was wrong. You can make us a blind cup of tea with this. It is really top quality water, but I don't think there's anything particularly special in it. So it's just a normal spring. Seems that way. I don't think it'll give you any powers. Oh well, at least it tastes good though. What?
So that did these bulging biceps.
Both of you are already plenty strong enough. It's all in your head. Should we try one more spring? If other fountains are as good as this, then it could spare us the trek. Is there a spring closer to Tau? There is. This area is a bit too monster-infested for comfort. At worst, we might be surrounded. The other spring is a lot more peaceful. It would be far preferable for us as a water source. I see your point. Okay, let's take a look. Follow me. Thanks. Alright, Nutka. Lead us to the next place. And we're gonna follow her. I mean, this place already seems close enough to the colony as it is, right? I don't think this area would be too off. Because I feel like this place is also just as far away. Or if it's on foot. But you lead the way, Nutka. You lead the way. If you think there's a better area. Are you gonna make us take the zip line? Nope, the stairs, of course. The NPCs can't zip line.
Is that what I think it is?
I don't want to lose you. Honestly, though, as established as the colonies are, I'm surprised they haven't attempted to make like civilizations in more places than none. Like they all look just like
Considering the
camps.
distance, maybe it's for the best that Tau don't have to go all that far.
That's true. If anyone gets hurt in the process, it'll be defeating the purpose.
Like how they don't have like more civilized plumbing systems is what I'm thinking. Oh, I guess this is a bit closer to Colony Tau, isn't it? All right, Nutka. Wait here while I look around. Newt. Well, its composition is practically identical to the other spring. Interesting. It's definitely better to draw our water from here. We've had a lot of casualties getting our water from that spring. This is far and away the better choice. They're both pretty much the same.
Then how come that other one's got a legend about beefing you up and this doesn't?
No idea. It's just something that people have said.
That's how customs work. It doesn't matter how ludicrous they are. People refuse to let go of them.
Gloria always had an awful time trekking up there to fetch the water. If we can lighten her load, I count that a win. She's already working hard enough trying to treat all our injured. Graziana too. She and Gloria are responsible for the water supplies. Graziana's very careful. Thankfully, she hasn't had any unpleasant monster encounters yet. The water's so good from this spring too. She should be pleased. Do you mind if we leave you to spread the good news? No problem. Let me just fill her up first. Thanks for coming out here. No bother at all. We're just happy if we can stop more people from getting hurt. Right. It's little things like these that make life easier for everyone. Hang in there. And with that, a very, very short quest. Water of Rhonnar? But that's going to leave us with some information to discuss, which I will probably do at the end of this episode if there's some time to spare. Okay, I came here to a discussion point because the next quest that we're doing is actually following the Water of Rhonnar that we just did, and so I feel like that's fitting for us to discuss this information we got at the end of that quest. Looks like the people who went from Tau to other colonies have come back. Those were colonies we'd liberated, and we did notify them they'd be coming, so it's not like I was overly worried. But still, it's no small feat to get there and back alone. I don't think I could have made it. Yeah, me neither. Not on my own anyways.
And yet, as a learning experience, I'm sure it was invaluable.
I agree with you. It's bound to spur on Colony Tau in all sorts of ways, expected and not.
Before this, the place was slowly headed for the scrap heap, and no one would have been any the wiser. They grabbed this opportunity and ran with it. Good on them.
Certainly. We could stand to emulate their example.
Nice. Okay. And now, for the next quest, we're going to have to listen to some information.
Should we get a move on?
So there's one over here from Cardamine. Can't believe Rain's starting his 9th term. Time really does fly. He was the previous commander's right hand, and now he's supporting Juniper too. He's always been a big part of Tau. Alright, one from Rain. And the other one is going to be back here by the infirmary. Hello, Glory. I wonder if Rain's still set on doing the Hunt of Plenty. Now that the flame clock's been broken, I'd really rather he didn't take the risk. Rain's in his 9th term. He's getting to that point of his life where he's trying to think, am I doing what I really want before I die? Alright, but that means we got to go ahead and discuss again.
I'll draw up the rota for guard duty. This might get complicated.
Does Tau have any special traditions for reaching a new term? We do. In our 9th term specifically, we have to set out alone for the lower levels. But that's so dangerous! Why there? Once you get there, a multitude of supplies are airdropped to you. You pick them up, bring them home, and everyone recognizes your skills as a soldier. That's kind of a weird custom because it's like the people are already kind of dying and they don't have a lot of resources, and yet you send them out to potentially die? Question mark? Is that how it works?
Another custom, huh?
I don't think many people have actually managed to do it though. Okay, yeah, so they die, right? Or what is this? In fact, in all the time I've been here, I don't think a single person came back. Okay, yeah, so then at that point, why would you have that custom?
Probably the console's way of thinning Tao's numbers.
Oh, the console makes you do it? I guess, but beforehand, the console was never here, so you could just not do it.
A very convenient setup to have people wander off on their own and get themselves killed by monsters.
Hang on, wasn't Rain shooting his mouth off about doing this?
He was indeed.
He takes Colony Tao's tradition very seriously.
We can't just abandon the legacy of our predecessors and their predecessors before them. We have to stop him. If he'd even listen to us. We have to try anyway. We can't let him do anything stupid.
You're right. Let's find Rain. Alright, Rain, you don't have to do this anymore. The console's gone.
Right then. Should we
So
get a
that's
move
the
on?
state of affairs.
Okay, Rain.
I really hope you'll see some sense and realize how pointless the tradition is.
Exactly.
We'll never know unless we ask, yeah?
Hey, looking for me? Are you going on this hunt of plenty thing?
Oh, did someone spill the beans? You're with Juniper.
But yeah, I am. It's a rite of passage.
You know how snuff and dangerous the lower levels are, and yet you're still going down there? Oh, come on. Now you're giving me an earful too. Glory was up there yapping on about the same thing. Thing is, it's a ritual. We don't get to pick and choose. This tradition was passed down to us, and I'm gonna carry it out. For all our dead friends. I don't think it was a tradition. I really think it was just the console's way of trying to get you guys to die faster.
But Rain...
I know the console's out of the picture, but we're not exactly in the lap of luxury here. We could do with the supplies. So who sends the supplies then?
Then just let us...
Sorry, not gonna do. Besides, I'll be fine. Right, I'm off hunting. Gotta do a favor for Nutka. She'll give me a real dressing down if I don't. And I don't know about you, but she scares me when she's angry. Don't do it, Rain.
So, we're just gonna let him do this thing?
I don't think so. We have to persuade him to drop the ritual. Firstly, where did he go? He didn't say. Let's ask Nutka. We have to stop him from doing anything dangerous.
Okay, Nutka's just over here. I mean, I get the whole point of traditions and whatnot, but...
Rain's hard-headed, so he might not be able to accept the change so easily.
You guys are interacting with
Once a
other
certain
colonies
notion
now.
takes root, excising
I'm-
it is no mean feat.
I'm sure there's other ways you can get supplies.
We can bring you some. I have plenty.
Nutka, do you know where Rain's gone off to?
He'll be out hunting for the... for the... Agesu? For the Agesu I asked for, presumably.
Where are Agesu found?
I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong.
That's pretty close to the lower levels.
That's not good. Wait, why did you ask that specifically then, Nutka? He went with a group though, right? He's the one who's always banging on about how no one should go there alone.
I'm afraid he went on his own.
Oh, Rain!
We better find him, quick.
This is his rite of passage, isn't it? Okay, we are in the lower parts of the Mock the Wildwood, and guys, please get out of the poison. It seems there's some Turkins over there, but I assume the only way I can get through there is just by running through here. So let's go ahead, speed run. And what did you get yourself into, Rain?
I'm so sorry for the interruption, but we're searching for a friend.
Friend, you look for flockmate, Kra?
Well, do you know where he is?
Oh my gosh, he looks funky.
I hear you're looking for friend, yes.
Right, yeah, so can you tell us?
Can tell, yes. He on last legs, so I thought maybe good to eat him.
No, he's very dear to us.
You too quick to assume. Her King Highness arranged to treat Flockmate's wounds. He currently resting. He very lucky. We almost forget you are... Wait, you, our contract partners, even had marinade ready to go.
Wait, groom and wife? You can back that in.
Only little joke. Your flockmate is with Her King Highness. Show beaks there.
So that's the state of affairs.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go meet the Turkins. I actually wonder what happens if, so there's a specific side quest that happened very early on in the game where you can choose to break the alliance with the Turkins or continue it. And I wonder if this side quest is available if you decide to break it or not. Yeah, so let's just head over there. Okay, so we made it to the
Let's try and find
Turkin
out what
alliance
Rain's been up
area.
to.
And in my gameplay, I decided to keep the alliance with the Turkins, so I don't think... Ooh.
Is this
I don't
like
think
a
I should
rare
have
thing?
any fighting issues here. Rain.
Oh, visit for friends. Hello, friends. I protect your flockmate.
Thank you. I can't express how grateful I am.
Is not need. Sit down. Have rest, cry.
I don't know how to do like a bird voice. Like a parrot. Juniper, I've embarrassed myself a bit here, haven't I? Yes, you have, a bit. I wish you wouldn't be so reckless. I was never like this in the past. I'm losing my edge. I'm weak. That makes two of us, then. All these old traditions and customs, honestly, we need to let them go. Now, Juniper, you... Of course, there are still precious things. The memories of those we've lost, our culture. But we have to stop placing our ideals so high above us that we'll waste our lives for them. The colony's changing. We have resources, water, food, new allies. Exactly. And we, the other colonies, can help you out too. Progress doesn't mean forgetting... Sorry, I still kind of very vaguely have my cough. Progress doesn't mean forgetting our history. I think everyone who came before us and everyone who ever lived in Colony Tau would agree.
You've changed.
Is that such a bad thing?
Not at all. Your predecessor talked about that kind of stuff a lot. Strength and kindness. He talked about how much he trusted you to lead the colony right. Looks like all that went in one ear and out the other.
Juniper is always working hard to help the colony.
You're right. Okay, I give up. I'll help you help me change. Who knows? It might even work. So you'll be more sensible in future. Yeah, don't want to arouse the commander's wrath, do I? Why is he so mad?
Thank you, Noah. We didn't do anything. You did. You came here with me. I think Colony Tau's going to start changing for the better. And that's because you've all done so much to help us. You're the one who's done the work. I hope you come back to Colony Tau in the future. You've saved us, and I hope that we'll always keep this bond.
Yay!
And that will be the end of the Hunt of Plenty.
So that's the state of affairs.
Okay, so for the rest of this episode, we are actually going to go ahead and do Triton's Ascension quest. So what we have to do is we have Triton in the party right now, and we now have to cook a specific recipe. We have to cook Manana's battle soup. So let's go ahead and make this. Alright, and that gives us the info of Manana's cooking, which we can now
everyone
discuss. Alright, and here we go. And let's skip travel to the Ferronis Hulk. It seems there's a specific location. Okay, we have made it to the location. Let's go ahead and
Hey,
discuss
we gotta
Manana's
talk.
cooking.
Noah, about our next destination.
Ahoy, laddie. There's somewhere I be wanting to go to.
I am not laddie. And I'm
Laddie.
under no obligation whatsoever to listen to
Oh my
you.
god, Tyon.
I thought we could trust him now.
Actually, there's a bunch of places I need to pay a visit to.
Uh-oh.
You can talk to yourself all you want. We don't have the time to listen to you drone on.
Why does everyone hate him? I think he's given us plenty reason to trust him at this point.
It was on a cold day, nearly 100 years ago.
Hey, don't just ignore me when I'm talking to you.
I was on a journey at the time, seeking strong foes.
What? Like you're doing now, you mean?
Don't encourage him.
I mean, why
One day
not?
I ran
I'm interested.
into
Him. Your arch nemesis? Who?
Him?
Him. An eccentric man, was he? Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. But then, he ended up entrusting something important to me.
Right,
see.
okay.
But if this was so long ago, then that man must be...
Anyone's life is short if you look at it from my perspective. Not that I be trying to offend you folks.
That's
Anyway,
true. The
this
only way he could live
man,
this long is if he was a consul,
handed
right?
Me, I think it was a pot. After that, I can't remember a blessed thing.
You think? You can't remember? What are we supposed to do with that?
So what does this have to do with where you want to go?
Very good question, girl. It came to me suddenly that when he and I went places, I'd leave some kind
So
of
over
mark.
100 years ago. I mean, I don't blame you for forgetting.
I mean, it'd be a bother if I forgot where we went, eh? So, I left my giant handprints all over the
Really?
place.
So what does this have to do with Banana's cooking? Because
All
we
over
already
the
had
place,
her
huh?
hero quest,
Very helpful.
where she already had kind of her cooking lesson or whatnot.
Well, now and then stuff comes back to me. I just remembered I left one mark by a lake around where Gamma is right now.
Does the place stand out?
Sorry. Can't remember anything except that
Oh
mark.
my god.
Back then, I used to fly everywhere in a Faranis.
And you can't
used
do
a
that now.
Faranis just for that? What the... What a waste.
I mean, I don't think the consuls care.
I suppose. It did cause a few squabbles with some other colonies.
Forget about that. At least we've got something to aim for.
But...
Of course, we can't just run around endlessly hunting for those marks. But if we see something similar to what he remembers, it might jog his memory.
Hopefully.
Then I suppose I don't mind.
I don't
Sorry,
expect you to remember
folks.
everything from your
Just
entire
keep your
lifetime,
eyes
however, no
peeled
matter
for
how
it, and I'd be
familiar it may
grateful.
seem. Alright, and we start the hero quest, My Memories for Triton. Now this is going to be his Ascension quest, so let's go ahead and find the handprint. Okay, here we are, close to the location, right outside Colony Gamma.
Judging by the lay of the land. Ah, there it is.
There we go. I assume that wasn't there before, that only becomes more apparent during
Is
this
this?
quest.
You're there.
Or if it was there, I never noticed it.
That be my handprint and no mistake. As big as a whale.
That
as
is pretty
always.
huge, honestly.
Does that jog your memory?
Aye, my friend and I used to go off hunting a lot.
That phrasing is very telling.
He would keep this thingy on him that he used to treasure. But blow me down if I can't remember what that thingy might be.
Well, is there anything else you can think of?
I only traveled with him for a short time, I did. Seems like I only have to blink and another human passes away.
Aw.
You managed to remember this much about him. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
I wonder.
I probably should have asked before, but what even made you remember something from that long ago?
We all have those little moments.
Ah, well. It was while I watched our fair Nopon lady cooking up a storm. And it just popped into my head. I felt dissatisfied. Like something was missing.
Oh, that's cute.
Not me.
No, the
Hey,
company,
nothing like that,
Banana.
miss. I love just about anything I eat. Ah, that stirred something. Day after day, he'd peek inside his little pot thing. Ah, it's come back to me. We were broadsided by a rabble, and my mate brought out his pot. He murmured
What was his name,
something
though?
or
I wanna
other
know.
about
Fermentation.
Station.
What's up with that? Was it some science experiment or something?
Could be making like cheese.
Queen's wings. What is in this pot?
What? Oh, hello. That's a Ropple, right?
Isn't that a Ropple right now?
On your guard, guys.
Deja vu. Oh, that I've heard of a method of if you are in a situation, like if you have forgotten something, but you're in a situation where you feel like you've been in it before, it might bring back some past memories, or you'll get the feeling of deja vu. Or like if you try to recreate a certain event, there's a higher chance you might remember something similar in the past. I'm trying to think of like like a proper wording that makes sense. But and I was facing the back for that. I should have been in the front. Ooh, this guy's tough. Level 62. Dang. But it was like a whole thing. I don't know if it actually exists or if I just read it in some fantasy book. But I was reading something online, whether this is true or not, about how if you feel like you've lost a memory for something, recreate the event, and then there's oh my god, and there's a chance you'll probably remember again because of the familiarity. Will like tap into your subconscious or something. I could just be lying, or I mean not lying. I could just be forgetting if this was a real thing or if I just read it in some book. But it was a long time ago where I remember this information. Finally, we have a fight where it doesn't only take us a couple minutes to defeat, and it's actually a party actually is having some trouble. Okay, I need to face the front. Give me. Okay, AoE, evade, pierce. Okay, where are you? This is a really powerful move. At least when I put it on Noah, it was a pretty powerful move, this class. Okay, Senna, we probably should have interlinked while everyone else was, but it's okay. I don't want the aggro though, so... so many blowdown arts. I'm not gonna do chain attack. I don't necessarily think we need it. Plus, chain attack kind of takes up too much time. So, I'm just gonna regularly fight him as normal. And I do need to make sure I change out Senna's arts. They're all like blowdown. Not that that's like a bad thing, but it's probably a good idea if we have a little more variety here in our art palette. Woohoo!
Well, stick me with spines and call me a spike archon. That monster knew how to put up a
Surprisingly,
fight.
yes.
A fight? That was awful. How the spark did you forget about that?
Look, whatever, it's done. Just tell us you found what you're looking for.
Well, I remembered one thing.
See? There we go. Reminisce away, old timer.
Long ago, when there was no Colony Gamma here, back then it was Colony Iota and Colony 18 who were at each
I don't
other's
think we've
throats.
come across... Oh, we have come across Colony 18. They were the ones that were completely obliterated, right?
Of course, in I blundered with no clue at all, and I ended up with both of them trying to send me into the deep.
Yeah, when I said reminisce, I meant about something relevant, yeah?
They had some guts trying to off a console, that be sure. Back then, just about anybody tried to have a pop at old Triton.
Right, I'm punching him. Noah, permission to punch.
Do it. Do it. I want to see it.
Hold on until after he's done.
While we were
I love how
freeing
everyone
the
still turns to Noah
colonies,
for
we made a
for
little
permission for
meal
anything.
of the monster we killed here. Quite a good cook was my mate. Sorry, kiddies. Looks like there's nothing here.
Come on, we can't end it like this.
Well, I reckon it might be round where Lambda is now.
Then let's get over there. You might remember something else.
Okay, let's go ahead to the next
Was your
location.
friend a military cook? His cooking skills were pretty decent, right?
Nah, he just really loved to travel. But by the flames, was he a hoot?
What do you mean by that?
Judging by the lay of the land,
Alright, so after throwing myself off the cliff, this seems to be the right spot.
Ah, there it is.
There you are. Another handprint.
I see nothing's changed about this place.
But didn't you insinuate Colony Lambda hasn't always been stationed here?
Aye, that's right. That place be great if you want a good solid defense, but woe betide ye if ye try launching an attack from
I
it.
love this accent so much.
You had to fight like a trooper back in the day, so there was no point in having a stationary base. If their commanders hold up inside, they're either very sure of themselves, or they're one ship short of a full fleet. By the by, see that big hole open up near the furnace?
Oh, that. Seems it's been there for some time.
I bashed that one open with these here fists.
Ooh, do it again.
Huh? You did that?
Do it again. Do it again. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see.
Wow, this is the kind of place my mate used to like to fish. And if he couldn't fish, I couldn't eat. I'd just sit on my arse.
So you didn't learn how to fish too?
Well, I had
Or did you
time
do
to
like-
kill, so I smashed chunks out of the cliff face.
Or maybe
every
you
day.
could just go in and like catch the fish with your bare hands?
What man sees a wall and doesn't want to tear it down, I ask you?
I don't know what walls you've seen, buddy.
So, Triton, does that remind you of anything?
He was such an easy-going fella, but I never once asked him where he came from or how old he was. Now I come to think of it, I didn't even know wherefore he was traveling.
You didn't check in with your iris?
I wonder. It was all so long ago, I don't remember. Ah, but I know that when he and I arrived here, it was quite
That
a
would be cool
balmy
if their
day.
irises could record memories like this.
He peeked inside his pot,
You would
said
think
that
they
all
could.
the heat wouldn't do.
They're basically
Then
AIs.
spoke about how he wanted to wait out the season.
What could that mean?
That's the thing about living as long as I have. I know it's important, but I just plumb forgot, and it ain't coming back.
Mate.
My memory's not what it used to be, but I do recall Rogals used to hang out here. We were once surrounded by them, I faintly recall. That was a hard battle indeed.
Oh,
Do you
and here we go.
Like those things?
This is gonna happen a third time as well, won't it?
Ah! This just keeps happening!
Ha! What be life without a bit of excitement? We can vent by beating the tar out of them.
Yeah, let's get him.
You know what? Fine. Let's do it!
T-pose with the guns. Assert the dominance lance. Alright, let's go ahead and get these Rogals. I like they call Memorial. Memorial Rogel.
Cheers for that!
Okay, this should fairly be like an easy-ish fight, so I may not have to record this whole thing. Especially if we're gonna see it 3 times. It's probably just gonna be quite repetitive. So, I'll see you after I finish fighting these little burbs. Okay, all dead.
I don't want to sound like Tyon, but I'll say it anyway. This is all your fault.
Oh my god,
Sorry,
they're rubbing off on
girlie.
each other.
Why don't I catch you a nice whopper to say I'm sorry? I'll roast it nicely and serve it up to you. It'll taste
I'm
mighty
down.
fine,
I'm down.
I promise.
He's been alive for so long, he probably knows some cooking by now.
Anyway, we're not getting any more clues from your memory.
I guess it can't be helped. It's such a long time ago after all.
First hunting, then fishing. What are we even doing here? Seriously?
Hey, what's wrong with trying to help him remember?
I'm getting fed up running about like a headless turkin.
Oh, you're fed up?
Oh my god, Tyon, don't start. Don't start. Look at his eyebrows.
Triton, you said the pot was dropped somewhere, didn't you? If it was so long ago, who's to say that someone didn't pick it up?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Guess it ain't impossible.
Maybe so much time has passed that it got buried or something.
So now I suppose you want us to start digging.
I'm just saying is all.
Can you really not think of anything else?
Oh, there might be one thing. Behind Keva's castle be those harbor
Really?
reefs.
All the way
I-
there? I
they
haven't been
be
there in a while.
triggering my noggin.
There must be something there then. Let's go.
Hey now, boyo. What's gotten into you all of a
He
sudden?
probably just wants to be done with this.
Nothing much. I just think if this place is important to you, we should pay it a visit.
Aw, Lance is so cute. Okay. Let's head to the castle.
at the camp. Where is this handprint?
I remember these floating islands.
Following you. Okay.
Ah, there it is.
Next dialogue and next battle, probably.
Nothing. Guess I wasted your time again.
Aw.
It really was a long while ago, huh? Maybe there's nothing we can do.
Aye, this place was already in a sorry state way back when. Must have been blasted off to who knows where.
By the way, your friend, Triton, how did he die?
I don't know the why and wherefore, but it'd be about the time when a beastie
Oh my
swallowed
God.
him down in one gulp.
Oh god, are we gonna see it happen? Oh no. And he was still a consul back then?
Oh no.
He was waving his arms, shouting, "Eat me!" He was a bit of a loon.
So he was asking for it.
He must have been, to travel with you. Maybe one of those monsters bashed a screw loose.
This has been nothing but trouble for ye kids. If nothing turns up here, let's just call it quits, eh?
Wait, that's kind of sudden. You're okay with stopping after all this?
It ain't the searching that's the
Well, it
problem.
doesn't
I
seem
can
like
do that
everyone in the
whenever.
party is
I got a
quite
bit
happy
more
about this
time
anyways.
than ye all
Tyon.
have.
Triton.
But you know, I have at least remembered my friend. It might be my lot in life to outlive everyone else, but he lives in my memories and in my heart.
Aww.
Ain't no way I'd throw away what he's left me. Of course, I forgot all about him until now, so I'm talking complete bilge.
If you've finished being gloomy,
Now, do you
we
feel
need to
bad,
search
Tyon?
every nook and cranny. There must be something we haven't seen.
You what? You were totally against all this.
Exactly.
I just hate leaving a job half done. Honestly, I couldn't care less about what he's searching for.
Sure.
And I don't mind if we never find it. But I just need to know either way.
Our words well spoken, Four Eyes. I'm much the same. Right then, let's give it one more shot.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's this?
Time to eat us.
Ha ha! You're still alive, you wretched cur. Thought I'd taken care of you back then. This time I'll make sure you don't get away. Prepare to be pounded!
Everyone's just like, oh, okay. Okay. How tough is this guy? Oh, not that tough. Okay. Since it's another fight, I'll just see you when I take care of him. Okay, went ahead and defeated him.
Ah, going toe-to-toe with a big slugger like this, there ain't nothing finer.
Putting that aside, would this be our fabled pot? This thing was holding on to it.
Ah! That'll be it! It's gotta be.
Yeah? Is that really the pot? So, what have we got inside there?
Don't tell us you want to keep it secret after all we've been through.
Ah. Well, you see. What is this?
Don't look at me.
Oh, familiar smell. It's miso paste.
Miso?
That correct. Can add miso to meat, fishes, all sorts of vegetable. Is all-purpose flavoring.
What? That's what we were busting our butts for?
Miso. Ah, that's right. Me and him, we... Ah!
Hold on! I'll have you out!
No, Frank! Forget about me. Only the pot. Only the pot matters now.
Are you out of your mind? You worked your behind off to make this miso stuff!
I'm sorry, my friend. This is it for me. But I put my whole being into that. I want you to take that perfect miso. You need to make the best dish ever!
Partner! Hello?
I remember now. He and I, we journeyed to gather ingredients that would match this stuff. But when we finally arrived here, that blasted monster went and ate him. And he entrusted this to me. Idiot! How could I ever have forgotten something that damn well important? I get it. When I saw the Nopon lady cooking and thought something was missing from the food, that thing, it was miso. To think that, all these years and decades, my heart's been captive to a simple bean paste. Doesn't that sound stupid? Eh? I'm sorry about this, kiddies. This miso won't ever go off, even if centuries pass. If you behave, I'll treat ye to a little taste.
That make my Nana incredibly happy! Looking forward to sampling legendary miso.
Hey, Noah.
What's up?
Gonna ask you again. Can I give him a real slug?
Just one.
I was laughing so hard at that flashback scene. And then a little chuckle at the end at Noah and Uni. God, there's I love their dynamic. But that is the end of my memories. That is hilarious. Defiant Triton Soul Hacker. The hero's class rank has increased to level 20. Rank cap for this class is now lifted. Class rank can now reach level 20.
So that's the state of affairs.
Okay, and with perfectly ended on time, that will be it for this episode. So the next episode we will be heading back to some of the main story. We will be completing side story Mio, and then we're gonna go back to some side quest stuff, but we're almost done. I've finished roughly about 60% of the quests, so we're getting close. I know 60 is like, oh my god, that doesn't sound like much, but I assure you, we are getting there. We're getting there. So I will go ahead. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.